Generation of Iran is known to excel in the scientific arena. But what about in martial arts, in particular ninjutsu?
So I've come here to unlock the mysteries of these fighters famous from Japan. I don't know whether it worked or not, but I certainly did dodge the ball.
What do university students in occupied Palestine go through on their way to their classes? This mock demonstration at a university in London gave a glimpse into their ordeal.
Get your IDs out and get ready. Stay behind the line.
They wore military-style uniforms, held plastic guns, and made students on their way to lectures line up with their IDs ready.
We're lining up and we're just trying to get to our classes.
These are Goldsmiths University students in London, making a point about cruel treatment and discrimination against Palestinians.
What's going on?
She needs to be checked. She speaks.
But why are you leaving her like that on the floor?
She's from Iraq, so we need to check out why she's here. Don't trust her.
I spoke to some of the pupils at the university about the growing support for Palestine amongst the student community there.
I definitely think there is a change among people my generation. There's a general acknowledgement that Israel is constantly violating human rights, and that's backed up by findings of like Amnesty International, Human Rights Watch, a lot of these international organisations. And we've seen growing support for the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement that was actually called for by the Palestinians. It's really strong on our campus here in Goldsmiths, and I think that's an idea that's spreading.
In news from Syria, the Syrian ambassador to the UN slammed the Qatari government and a state-run television, Al Jazeera, for their role in what he called an anti-Syria campaign of violence and interference. Russia's foreign minister accused Saudi Arabia of arming opposition groups.
How is it that Qatar had come to aid NATO in destroying Libya? That's another question. Is there anyone that can ensure us that what they have done against Libya, Somalia, Iraq, Yugoslavia, Kosovo, that this would not repeat itself?
We made it very clear in my statement, in our conversations yesterday, that this is simply not the authority of the Security Council. The Security Council cannot prescribe ready recipes for the outcome of domestic political process. It's not in the Charter. We don't want the Security Council to fall into the habit, because once you start, it's difficult to stop.
Since the new month has begun, these were the top hits of the past month on PressTV.ir. The United States deployed troops in Israel for Iran war. Ahmadinejad called for new world order. The U.S. deployed 12,000 troops to Libya. U.S. to send old warship to the Persian Gulf. Iran war clocking down to doomsday. Iran confirmed receiving U.S. Hormuz letter. India bought Iran oil in gold, not dollars. The United States recalibrated Iran war plan. Iran will make world unsafe for the U.S. And finally, Obama ready to give Iran strike order. You've just been hit with another dose of reality check for week ending Friday, February the 3rd. Please send any comments or suggestions to our email address, realitycheck@presstv.ir. I'll see you next week.
بعد از این هم هر جا، هر ملتی، هر گروهی با رژیم صهیونیستی مبارزه کنه، مقابله کنه، ما پشت سر رژیم و کمکش میکنیم و هیچ ابایی هم از گفتن این حرف نداریم.